So Black Panther got nominated for an Oscar. How in the hell did that happen? All right, let's all be honest here. Black Panther is not even the best MCU movie, right? It's not. Come on, Iron Man. I can see if they pushed Iron Man for an Oscar, or the Avengers. Maybe Captain America 2. But this? Oh, hell no. Hell no. And I'm not saying it's bad by any stretch. But Black Panther's best days are ahead of it. This is not a best picture quality film by any stretch. Whether you're talking acting, whether you're talking set, director, anything. I mean, to me, and look, there's a lot of people say, well, look, man, it made well over $1 billion, 1.5 or something, 1.2. I don't care, and the Oscars don't care how much you make. I mean, they'll put in a complete box office failure as the winner. All right, like Green Book, for instance. But this, oh, come on now. Come on. And it kind of smells of a race kind of thing. Like, maybe if this was White Panther, it wouldn't get the same push. Now, as you can see, I'm just some middle-aged white guy. I mean, in this day and age, we're not, white people, especially straight white males, are not supposed to be talking about race. Especially when it comes to black people. It doesn't matter if it's in society or in film or what have you. We're supposed to shut the hell up. Well, number one, yeah, I'm white. I damn sure sound white. However, I'm mixed race. Just like President Obama. I know it's sneaky, but my father was a full-blown Hispanic gentleman. All right? And that makes me half. All right? And my father, he was non-white. He was quite dark. So for all you racist bastards that say, hey, man, you need to shut your fat ass up talking about Black Panther. Well, you know what? Kiss my ass. I'm just half white. So who's the racist now? Anyway, I don't really begrudge Marvel for pushing Black Panther. After a while, after I, kind of stopped myself and really thought about it. Because at first, I was thinking, well, hell, man, Return of the King, the last movie of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, won Best Picture. But, that was a culmination of a great trilogy. We're just at the beginning. So how in the hell does this movie get in there? As far as Marvel's concerned, I don't really blame them. They took advantage of a situation, though. All right, because, a couple years ago, we had the Oscars so white problem, where there was no nominees, not for actor, actress, supporting characters, movie, or director. I mean, none of the big categories had any black nominees for 2 years in a row. And there was a lot of controversy about that. A lot of people said, well, come on, there's just no black movies that were worth it that year. Or, there were no black actors or actresses that really had a performance. I don't really buy that crap. I just don't. And for years, really black movies have been pretty well ignored for a long time. I mean, do you remember The Color Purple? I don't remember that being nominated. It sure as hell didn't win. And for me, that's one of Spielberg's top 5 movies all time. How about Boys in the Hood? It had an important message, especially for the time, and some people would say it's still timely. Yet where was that? I think Malcolm X got nominated. It didn't win. But, and it was about a black figure, but it wasn't a complete all-black cast, although it did have a black filmmaker. But it just seems like, a lot of black movies do get ignored, And if you're out there and you're white, especially if you're a young guy, I mean, think about it. I know plenty of white people that never seen House Party. I know it's not Oscar worthy, but damn it, it's a classic. Never seen House Party, never seen Harlem Nights or Life, any of these great damn black movies. let alone something like The Color Purple. So, you know, I get the argument. I get people being pissed off about that when it came to the Oscars. Hey, you got to give us a look. You know, and I'm a big football fan, and there's a rule, a Rooney rule in football that says that, you know, if you're an owner, and all the owners are white, but if you're an owner and you're going to hire a new head coach, you have to. You don't have to hire a black head coach, but you have to interview a black head coach. And I agree with that. You know, let's get those names circulating. Let's get these guys so you know these people, these individuals. So when another job opens up, they can get a recommendation or something. And some people, you know, may not think that's a big deal, but, you know, in football circles, it is a big deal. And in movie circles, it damn sure should be a big deal that you have to look at black cinema, black filmmakers, black stories. I mean, I grew up with that stuff, man. I grew up with Def Comedy Jam and all that. It just wasn't all banjo playing redneck crap out in the woods. I watched everything. If it was good, if it entertained me, made me laugh, made me think, I wanted to watch it. I just absorbed all that stuff. I didn't care who was in it or what color they were. And I couldn't identify with Boys in the Hood. I didn't grow up in a hood. You know, I don't know anything about that life. But I know the movie was good. I know a good movie when I see it. I know a good performance when I see it. I know good directing when I see it. I know good editing and cinematography. When a movie's good, it's just good, regardless of the story. I mean, I like Count of Monte Cristo, too. I don't know anything, about being, you know, from France in the time of Napoleon Bonaparte. I don't know anything about that. But it's a good movie. You know, I don't give a damn, you know, who they are, where they're from. As long as it's good, it's good. So the Oscars need to be put in check, and they have been put in check. And I believe Marvel took advantage of that with this movie. Because you got an all-black cast. You have to. It's Black Panther. You know, and you got a black director, you got a black writer. It's a black movie. And it's got some historical importance to it. Never, ever, ever has a studio invested that much money into a black movie. Never. They never, ever gave a black director $200 million. Hey, go make this movie. Hell no. Not Spike Lee. Not Eddie Murphy. Nobody. Not, you know, the Medea guy. No, he ain't getting $200 million. Hell no, he ain't getting that. Hell, Oprah ain't getting that. So, I understand why they did that. Now, like I said about Lord of the Rings earlier, I mean, damn. The very first movie of that series, Fellowship of the Ring, it was nominated too. It got nominated for Best Picture. Didn't win. Didn't deserve to win. Black Panther doesn't deserve to win right now. But who knows? Maybe by the end of the trilogy it will. And one of the reasons that Lord of the Rings got that recognition finally with Fellowship, with what was that? Return of the King, why it won, is because that studio kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And finally they got recognized at the end. So maybe the same thing works out for Black Panther. You know, Marvel will keep pushing and pushing. They'll push for Black Panther 2. They'll push for Black Panther 3. And who knows? Maybe it wins. If it can do the same thing that Lord of the Rings did, which it kept getting better and better and better until the crescendo. So hopefully Black Panther goes that same route. And I think it will. I think it'll go the route of Captain America. And every movie will get better, more intriguing. You know, the first one, you know, it didn't deserve the Oscar. But hell, I don't begrudge Marvel at all. Or any of the actors or anybody pushing for that movie. You know, it brings a level of prestige to the MCU it didn't previously have. And if they can score a win, you know, and even with Black Panther, even using race to get in there, that's fine. You, by hook or crook, use anything. I understand it's good for business when you're Marvel. It's good for Ryan Coogler. It's good for the whole cast. It's good for everybody. So, look, man. Should it have been nominated? You know, maybe not. Maybe it didn't deserve that. You know, maybe a movie like The Wife with Glenn Close probably deserved that spot more than Black Panther. But hey, it sucks to be you, wife. Sucks to be you, Glenn Close. Oh well, go eat some. Bend over and take it like everybody else who didn't get nominated. You know, Black Panther had what it took. They had a case to make to the Oscars. Like, hey, y'all had some trouble with this race thing. Hey, here's Black Panther. Look at all this historical importance. Put us in there. And I'll be damned if they didn't put you in there. Hey, good for them. Good for them. So really, as a half white, half Hispanic mutt, you know, I'm good with Black Panther. I'm good with them getting that Oscar nod. Like I said, it's nowhere near my favorite MCU movie. But if that movie can help bring the prestige to the MCU and keep it around for years to come and help in doing so, not just in the money it made, but in Oscar nods and stuff like that, hey, that's good for me, brother. That's good for me. And if there's black folks out there that are excited, they get to see, you know, black kids get to see a superhero movie of a dude that looks like them for a change, instead of being the blonde hair, blue-eyed guy, that's cool too. Hey, you know what? It's better for me too. Hell, I like variety. Give me that variety, man. I don't want to be bored looking at the same dude with the same power set and the same culture over and over again. You know, I want a different story. I want different stuff. So hell, it's good for everybody. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'll be back with some other crap sometime. Bye.